Today was really a very successful day. We are blessed by the President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, President Emmerson Mnangagwa, who was here. There are many former heads of state that are also around, and representatives from almost all African countries.
I'm really excited about the first day, how it has flown, and I look at how it looks at economic transformation and how the young people could participate in all these conversations.
So, rail transport, lake transport, electricity, an educated and healthy workforce, stopping the export of raw materials, low cost of money for borrowing to do business, a big market of Africa and beyond.
I think it was really a good opportunity for us to be able to talk to our stakeholders and partners about the real issues that Africa is facing when it comes to development.
I clearly appreciate the mobilization of this event because we have seen the girls and the women out there being represented.
This gathering is a testament to Africa's shared determination to accelerate progress on sustainable development. We are here, Your Excellencies, to reaffirm our collective commitment to principles of inclusivity, equity, and resilience.
The forum will have the declaration, which will be a Kampala declaration, and we hope this declaration will only not benefit Uganda, but the entire continent.
So without harnessing this knowledge on our work program, on what are the challenges, on what are the issues, it is impossible for us to be here at ARFSD to discuss our path forward.
When it comes to the 5 SDGs, that's which we have discussed today, different countries are at different levels. But all of that creates hope that we can fit in each other's gaps and be able to move together as brothers and sisters.
We know we can create jobs around waste management, valorization of waste to energy and all those things. We know we can create green jobs out of sustainable fashion. We know we can create green jobs out of agri-food processing, minimizing food waste and food loss. And some niche areas like green finance and green advisory services.
We really need to realize to what extent we are delayed in terms of implementation of the SDGs. It's not just about implementing the SDGs for implementing the SDGs, it's to implementing this for our people, but to accelerate and to link the SDGs, the Agenda 2030, with the Agenda 2063, because this is our vision as African countries.
We must, as Africa, hold ourselves accountable to data-driven foresight and sustainable policies, just like the RC from Egypt mentioned.
Over the past 5 days, we have been privileged to witness thought-provoking sessions, strategic discussions, and technical engagements. At the heart of these conversations was a reaffirmation that science, technology, and innovation must be at the center of our development agenda.
I think for me, coming out of this forum, what I took or what I'm taking away is the emphasis on young people in terms of if we are creating jobs or we are looking to create jobs, jobs for who? Jobs for young people. And this is what I'm taking away, that this forum is a wake-up call for not only the UN system, but for governments to ensure that policies are catered to focus on young people, but also making sure that no one is left behind, especially for our vulnerable populations and women in particular.
Therefore, in an era of STI, science, technology, and innovation, we cannot underrate, because this will hype our job market. So at the regional level, we are talking about data protection and data governance, because we as Africans cannot now underrate the issue of artificial intelligence. But most important, we also cannot underrate the issue of using STI in our development. We are talking about how do we harmonize as a continent.
We must make sure that our policies leave no one behind in Africa. And therefore, even as we begin to talk about artificial intelligence, robotics, quantum computing, we must not forget that the basics need to be addressed by the African policymakers. We definitely need affordable power, so it's a question we must discuss. It is no longer a given. We also need affordable internet access. This is what will democratize information. But lastly, if we could have smartphones in the hands of our young people.
I think that this session was more pragmatic. We were not in rhetoric issues. We were really trying to identify actionable recommendation. We just have few years actually to 2030, and we need to be realistic. We need to focus on quick wins. We need to focus on what will make change in people's lives.
On behalf of the Bureau of our regional forum, to read the Kampala Declaration on Sustainable, Inclusive, Science-Based and Evidence-Based Solutions for driving job creation and economic growth, and for implementing the 2030 Agenda and Agenda 2063.
I'm really happy that I had the opportunity to attend this 11th session. I've attended a number of side events that are on gender, that are on health, and how best we can improve our health as Africa. And that is of great benefit to the country. And also it aligns with the vision and the mission for Tufayo Foundation, which is in improving our community and changing lives.
We need to make sure that we live here with a work plan. It does not really help for us to keep meeting and saying, oh, there is a digital divide. How are we exactly collectively working and monitoring one another? How are we going to take that first step in narrowing the digital divide?
We will all agree that this 11th Regional Forum, hosted by Kampala, has not only provided a platform to deepen regional collaboration, but set a high standard. The Kampala Declaration that has been adopted is very clear, action-oriented, results-based, and measurable.
In particular conferences of this nature, I come and capture the essence of what is happening. But in so doing, when I paint live, I try to summarize the message using description of paint on canvas. So in so doing, all the panelists were putting a signature in solidarity in terms of agreeing and committing to the findings of the conference.
The beauty I've liked with this is that I've understood that we are implementing the Agenda 2063 and the SDG 2030 using the same framework. Let's not bother ourselves separating the two, because the intention is the same. We are scoring in the same goal.
We can add value on all agriculture products. We can add value on all other commodities that we have on the continent. And we can trade not only in the continent, but also beyond. And that's how we can really make sure that we address our own problems. You've worked, you didn't just come for a conference to sit. I was going almost, room by room, and I could see the arguments, I could see the engagement, I could see the participation. I think we've made it. And I wanted just to thank all of you for all the energy, for all your contribution. You made my day. Thank you very much to all of you. Thank you very much to the UN system.